Welcome to the Worlds Collide podcast.
Oh my goodness, not even a collide by birth, but a collide by love. Welcome.
Like I told your dad, and he's my second favorite.
That's so sweet.
father.
I'm sure Luigi loved getting a call from you. That's very sweet. We're outside.
We're outside.
It was supposed to be a beach yoga day, and lightning and thunder were out, so
Yeah. So
no
we're
beach
just
yoga.
probably the last time that we'll be able to do this outside until it gets really hot.
Oh, and steamy. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. This is Florida. So you're welcome if you hear the birds and the
Oh,
wind.
yeah. And for those of you who have issues with the audio and video quality, we're doing our best,
Yeah.
okay?
This is free.
Yeah. If you guys, if more people want to like and subscribe,
Yeah.
okay?
If
then-
somebody wants to get us some sort of deal,
yeah.
we will take your water that you like. We'll take deals
Oh,
from
Mountain
that.
Valley Spring Water. I
Mountain
like
Valley,
this.
Spring Valley water.
Yeah.
I will take some beef tallow
Beef
products.
tallow. Yeah, I think that's great. If we're
Yeah.
looking for sponsorships, this is so sweet.
Yeah, so
So
like,
sweet.
subscribe, and then whoever's got a great business out there that wants to sponsor the Worlds Collide podcast, we're just throwing it out there.
I know. My brother told me we need a new camera. He's
I
like,
know.
and then he showed me Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins has a podcast.
Everybody's got a podcast.
I know, but apparently their set is incredible. So I was like, what's more incredible than the outdoors?
yeah, in Florida, baby.
In Florida, baby.
Yeah, with cardinals and birds
I
behind
know.
us.
So can I tell you, I was so looking forward to this beach yoga today.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
And
so.
a bike ride. We were supposed to do beach yoga and
a bike ride. I
Yes.
know. I've been spending a lot of time at the Home Depot.
At the Home Depot.
Yeah.
Finding love at Home Depot.
Yo, can I tell you? Sometimes, okay, so what I do is I order the stuff online. Sometimes I just peruse through a Home Depot. But sometimes I like to order the stuff online and then they bring it to me, out to but it takes a while.
Oh, I didn't know they did.
Yeah,
that at
you
Home
can do
Depot
curbside.
now.
Yeah, totally.
Everywhere, man.
Totally. And if you order like heavy things and stuff, the guys will do it. You just give them a tip and they like load your car. So it's great. But it's also great people watching.
Yes.
And I think I'm forming crushes on all the subcontractors.
Yeah, screw going to bars.
Yeah.
Go peruse the aisles and
It's on my timeline too. I'm like, this is great. It's like when I'm best at like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., everybody's out. They're getting their materials for the day.
That's great.
Yeah.
And the man is handy.
Totally.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm forming these like crazy crushes on these guys that are like fixing things at my house. And some of them don't have, it's just
No hate.
no hate.
Listen,
Thank you.
I've seen the things on the internet where they're like, okay, single guys, if you want to find a woman, go
Yes.
shop at Target. Single
Oh.
women,
Yeah.
you want to find a man,
Uh-huh.
go shop at Home Depot.
Oh, that's interesting. I do not shop at Target, but I have been at Home Depot.
There's a lot of women that shop at
Is
Target.
this win a date with Paulina Kalaj?
Yeah, tell everybody which Home Depot location you're shopping at in
At
Clearwater.
Home Depot in Clearwater. You think Scientology took it over, but there's still a lot
That's
available.
great.
Speaking of, there's a huge building. Scientologists bought the flag building. Well, they buy buildings and then they just put the flag logo on it.
Yeah.
But they bought one right down the street from our new house.
We were just in Ybor yesterday, went and saw that comedy show in
yeah.
Ybor. Did you know there's a giant church and building of Scientology in Ybor?
No way.
I've lived here my entire life, gone to Ybor for how many years, and I saw the Church of Scientology. It's got a big gate and everything.
So I don't want to
fence around
besmirch
it.
anybody's name with Scientology and stuff. I just don't,
Yeah.
But it is strange that they buy all the real estate and then do nothing with it.
Yeah.
They bought up half of downtown Clearwater.
Yeah.
And literally the buildings just sit completely empty.
And that's what it looked like in Ybor, too. I'm like, wait.
What is that?
When did they buy this building in Ybor? And what are they doing in Ybor? It's too far from Clearwater. And then Jason and I are like, so do we think Tom Cruise goes to Ybor?
Ybor?
Is he only in Clearwater?
That's so funny. My mom always points out at this neighborhood that's by you that Tom Cruise's mom used to live in there. I think she's probably dead now, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was always rumors that Tom Cruise had so much land out in like Keystone, Odessa
Yeah.
area, too.
so it seems like landowners are where it's at.
I guess.
You told me Bill Gates bought a lot of land.
Oh yeah, man. That was one thing that shout out to the comedians that were down in it's not the Improv anymore. It's Funny Bones in Ybor. Nothing like a great stand-up comedy.
I love
show,
live comedy.
by the way.
Even bad live comedy is good.
We got discounted tickets, so we're like, screw
Let's
it,
go.
let's just go.
Yeah.
And we laughed the entire time.
That's so
It felt
fun.
so good to laugh.
yeah.
I thought for sure they were going to go in on Jason and I because we were sitting right up front.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these guys are totally going to hose us, but they didn't.
Even a bad comedian, I give him props because it's very difficult to stand up. You're a one-person show. You're standing up and you're there to like entertain the people. It takes guts.
Yeah. The headliner was great. The guy before the headliner was great. The headliner, he's the one that was like, listen, y'all need to chill your stuff. He's like, everybody's too damn sensitive. He's like, I'm not gonna get into politics. And he's like, I am gonna get into politics. Got into politics for a little bit.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. He's like, this is Florida. He's like, you guys have got the best material.
You heard from a comedian that Bill Gates was buying all the land?
Yeah, he's the one that said it last night. He said Bill Gates bought 278,000 acres of land. He's like, everybody needs to be questioning what's going on. He's like, you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to question what is going on.
Well, it turns out you can't. So
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ooh, worlds collide, TikTok jail.
Ugh, we got another strike. Okay, we got a strike on YouTube, and now we got a strike on TikTok.
Everybody's so damn sensitive.
It turns out you cannot say. So the strike was for misinformation. My B. Okay, I already told you guys I'm not the internet.
We don't tell the truth.
Okay, I'm not the internet. Just Google something if you want to know something. If you want to be entertained, you come to Worlds Collide.
Right.
If you want to know something,
go to the internet.
Go to the internet. I'm sure it'll tell you 17 ways which is right and wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I just put up a clip from one of our recent episodes that just said about like the depopulation agenda. I was making a joke.
Yeah.
Didn't they say that they were trying to depopulate?
Yeah, Bill Gates said it. I know they've tried to like scrub that video where he was doing like a TED Talk or something where he flat out said.
So yeah, I just put up a little TikTok of that. By the way, newsflash is that I even know how to use TikTok, huh?
Yeah. That's a huge accomplishment.
Thank
that
you.
you even know how to make those TikTok videos.
The fact that we can even record these audio, video, and make them match and then put them out onto the internet for you.
And that we're still friends after we're editing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's fully committed, and I love that. So yeah, they put us in TikTok jail now. First violation, and it was for spreading misinformation, and then it said it was extremely harmful to society. What we said.
Yeah, man. Like you said, it's just free speech is just.
It's not free.
It blows my mind, though. Again, I'm not on TikTok. I don't know much about TikTok, but the fact that it's a Chinese-owned company, but they've got Americans.
Fact checking.
Yeah,
I want to know
censoring
who snitched. Was it a person or was it like a bot that found me?
That's the other thing. I don't know. Are people just sitting there watching? Are they using AI?
Yeah. And for the record, all I did was what made me think to even do it was People Magazine had put this thing about a direct quote from Bill Gates was like, "Hey, AI has come so far, it's going to make humans unnecessary." So I was like, I didn't say this. People Magazine said it. A trusted news source like People Magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put up that little thing. It got taken down very quickly. Now we have a strike. I think we're going to have to move to Rumble.
I don't know. I thought TikTok was like...
freebie. I thought so too. I thought people put weird stuff on TikTok.
There's a lot of stuff on TikTok.
Okay.
But
you can't talk about Bill Gates.
I don't know.
In fact, we're probably going to have to bleep this because we got a strike on YouTube.
I don't know how to bleep. We just got good at editing these videos. I don't know how to bleep like Angie does.
By good, I mean so.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So this is what's happening. Honestly, I've been covered in paint.
Yeah, how's the house going?
Thank you. It's good. I've been just checking out the dudes at Home Depot. It's really my thing, covered in paint. So I've missed everything on the news, but you told me that there's like people living underneath the pyramids or something?
Yeah, again, I think I tried to take a break this week from reading conspiracies and getting sucked into it because, again, it's just sometimes I still like to go back to, I've sent you that guy's stuff. I know I talk about the flat earther people, but those are fun.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're just great to just unplug my brain. But yeah, so... one day we announced that the CIA was responsible for JFK's death.
Yeah,
right?
In 80,000 different documents.
Yes.
And you pieced it together. That's, I think, what you could...
Yeah, that was the Cliff Notes version. But then, like, moments after they announced that, then all of a sudden it was all over the news that there were cities underneath the pyramids of Giza.
Oh, Giza, you don't say.
Yeah, so...
Oh, current day cities, or there used to be cities? You're not the internet.
I'm not. I don't click on it. I just saw it as I'm scrolling, and I'm like, oh, funny. So now they want everybody to focus on these cities.
Look over here.
Yeah, look over here at the cities underneath the pyramids. Don't pay attention to the CIA assassination of JFK.
Ange and I went to the pyramids right before their revolution in Egypt, and we saw some stuff. We saw some stuff that we can't unsee. And it's hard to think that those present day people built those pyramids. It's got to be some sort of alien technology. And for sure, why wouldn't there be cities underground?
Right.
But what kind of people can live underground that they don't need sunshine? They're dead, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Well, like you said, non-human.
Oh, non-human. Wait, are you? Oh my God,
potentially.
Are you David Icking us now? Are these reptilians? What is happening? She's gone so far.
Potentially.
The U.S. globe.
No, what's the word that you guys say? You don't say allegedly.
Allegedly is how you safely can say anything, I think.
Yeah. But you know that comedian, he also said that
allegedly?
No, he was talking about because he's like, both sides politically are just screwed up. He's like, I'm not going to side with either one. They both, have their own things.
Yeah.
He's like, but I think now what they do is when somebody's sworn into the presidency, they take them into the room, they show them that JFK movie, and they're like, just so you know.
I know.
Allegedly.
This could be you.
This could be you.
We could blow your head off from two different angles. Yes. Oh my gosh. I know. So apparently that's, that Ian Carroll guy, the guy who's on TikTok going like this all the time?
Yes.
So I think yesterday he came out with that RFK Jr. is being blackmailed, which makes so much sense.
Yeah.
They brought in RFK Jr. to be like, hey, this guy's going to like blow this kind of stuff out the water, like these messed up scientific studies that they've done and they're not true and this and that. And he's got a book that details all this, but they say he's been compromised, so they've got dirt on him. And how do you get dirt on men? Is you lure them with a siren.
Right.
You got to get a hot girl to compromise them.
Yeah.
And every guy falls for it, hook, line, and sinker, 100% of the time.
They do.
Why does that happen?
I don't know. We need to ask some guys.
I know. I think it's because he's on T.
Oh,
I think he's on T, and that's what
So
he's
now
like.
they got
He's
to him
raging
too.
like a teenager.
They've been after him, right? Because
Yeah.
his family name and everything that he's been stirring up just before all
they
this.
kill his dad and his uncle. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So they're like, we're not going to kill you, but instead we're going to get you in a compromising position. I think they've got like dick pics or something. Which let them out. Who cares?
I know, who doesn't? I mean, like,
Who doesn't?
Tell me I'm wrong. Every dude at some point, maybe not now.
I was gonna say, isn't he like in his 70s? Like he's like my dad's age. My dad doesn't know really how to use the phone. He does a lot of talk to texting. That's mostly it. Also, when people are like, "Hey, how come your dad hasn't called me back?" I was like, "Oh no. His phone is outgoing messages only.
Yes.
He or incoming messages only. He uses it almost like a secretary.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't like respond to messages on his phone.
That's great. That's so great.
Yeah, that's adorable.
I love that I got to have a conversation with your dad. That was awesome.
So cute. That's so cute. He's very cute. He's been coming to the house to supervise the job site, you know?
Course.
And he's like, hey, do this, do this.
He supervises.
And points and tells me what to do. And I'm just like.
And then he leaves you a checklist on the phone.
Yes, he does. I have to say, after working 7 days straight yesterday, I show up to the house and I tried to strip some tile, some saltillo tile, which is like handmade clay tile in Mexico. They pan pour it, sun bake it. It's very dope. As soon as we get into the house, my dad's like, take this shit out. He goes, this house is never gonna. I'm like, what? He's like, nobody wants this in the house. And we're like, no, we think it's pretty dope. Like, we're gonna keep it, try to restore it. I tried everything. I watched YouTube videos, tried to strip it, tried to sand it, and then I absolutely gave up. I talked to him and then I just started crying after. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. Kudos to you.
Thank you, babe. My brother was like, go home, dude.
Yeah.
He was like, go to the beach, go do whatever you need to do, but just leave.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
I do not have patience for any of those, like home repairs, renovations. So hats off to you.
Thank you.
And Tony for
thank you. Thank you. Tony's been incredible. He's been so positive and like problem solving, all this other kind of stuff. For me, I thought I was doing so great. I was flying all week. And then by yesterday, it hit me.
Yeah.
It hit me and I was like, I can't.
But you're already a week in. That's huge.
I know, it's a lot, but I started like the OCD in me started looking around the house being like, there are so many things that need to be fixed. When will we ever get this done? And then I panic.
I do that in my normal house anyways. There's so many things around my house that I would love to replace and fix and redo. But
I know. And I only know how to do
baby.
And I only know how to do so much of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Home ownership.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is why the men who know how to fix things, way attractive.
Go back to Home Depot.
Get myself a date?
Do not get it delivered to your car.
Oh, go inside and pick it up.
Go inside.
It's actually a great idea. It's a great idea. I was looking for materials the other day and I was like, Okay. And everybody's so friendly too, you know?
Yeah.
They'll all give you like...
Yeah, you don't need to talk to the workers.
Yeah,
to the other customers that peruse in the aisles.
This is another thing I've realized about Home Depot dudes is that they love to stunt on what they know.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh yeah, you need this. They're like, you need this drill or this da-da-da-da, or, you know. Like, I was looking for the right grit of sandpaper for the sander to try to sand the tiles. It didn't work, by the way. I absolutely fucked the whole thing. And now I need to bring in demo people to just jackhammer it out.
A for effort. I would not even...
attempt that?
No.
I know. I think why I started crying is because secretly my dad's laughing at me because he knew it all along.
That's all right.
That tile has to go.
That's okay.
I hate to give him the win. Okay? When Luigi wins?
I know. Yeah.
I know.
All
right, I'm giving it to him. So yeah, that's it. I think you know, I've been inspired by Crystal, who found herself a man. I was like, okay, maybe.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna go into a Home Depot and.
Yeah. Keep us updated.
Thanks. There's not a whole lot to update. If anybody's wondering, there's not a lot to report.
If you know of anybody, send them to the Clearwater Home Depot. I know. Speaking of updates.
Yes, babe.
Okay, so it's been a week and a half since I remember my splurge was that weighted vest.
Yeah, tell me how it's going.
Your girl hasn't lost any weight.
Okay.
But I've been walking.
Do you feel stronger?
I mean, it feels good. The first couple of days, it did hurt a little bit. You know, I felt a little like.
Will it help your?
Yeah, I
posture?
sit there and I adjust my posture, make sure that it's comfortable. But the funniest part was, you know, I mentioned it on that last pod that I was getting that weighted vest.
Your 50-cent bulletproof vest.
I know, that's what it looks like walking around the streets of New Orleans. my bulletproof vest. But
woods.
I got DM'd by Liu Pearlman. You know, I thought maybe she would like DM me because I was like, you know, Lou,
star.
Please,
you
10x my life.
Yeah.
No, she sends me a video trolling me about getting a weighted
vest. Oh my God! First of all, I'm gonna cry. Liu Pearlman watches the pod, so Liu Pearlman reminds me a lot of Luigi. Liu Pearlman is a lot like my dad, and so when she does watch, I'm like,
I know.
You have time for me? You see me? This is not, you don't just work?
But it was also like...
Oh, speaking of, repping the company.
Yeah.
Repping the company.
Yeah.
Literally the coolest merch designed by Liu Pearlman herself.
That is great.
Thank you.
I know. I did feel special that she DM'd me, but I was like, dang, she's trolling me because there was a video about like, you know, you're a woman in your 40s if you're buying a weighted vest to like... make your bones stronger. I was like, no, girl, I'm just trying to lose some weight.
I know, but it's true. Everybody tells me this, is that you need to carry weights. Yes. Yeah, I saw a guy the other day, what looked like a weighted vest, but then he just put bottles of water for like where his boobs would be.
Oh, for weight.
It's not a lot of weight.
I don't know.
Maybe he just wanted to drink all that water.
Yeah. Again, I wasn't really like thinking too deeply. I just wanted
You literally wanted to lose weight? That's it?
I just wanted to shock my system. I'm very active. I work out a lot.
Yeah. You hit a lot of plateaus.
Yes, just kind of.
This is plateaued. Next thing you know, you're going to be CrossFitting. You're going to be flipping tires.
I've not been there, done that. My body doesn't like that.
Your body does not like it.
I
know.
No, that's what I mean. I'm like, when you get into your 40s, and I hate saying age is a factor.
You sound like a real old person.
But it's so funny because it's like, yeah, women in their 40s, they're looking at their bone density, their bone health.
Yeah.
You know, and then even last night, you go to that comedy show and he's like, oh, y'all go to the early show so that way you can get home and be in bed by 9:30.
Yes.
I know.
I like good sleep. It's nice to get a good 8 hours at least.
Yeah. And then in our 40s, we also obsess about the weather. What is that? I now look at the weather.
All the time.
But except I didn't know it was going to rain today because I really was looking forward to yoga and the bike ride.
Thank you, babe. Don't look at the weather. The weather lies. I feel like the weather tells you it's not nice out because they don't want people outside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only job that they can get wrong every single day. Every single day, and they get to keep their job.
Yeah, 2 people did show up to beach yoga today, even though it was lightning and thunder this morning.
Good for them.
And we saw dolphins. I know. Yeah. I say this all the time. Nature loves courage. If you like jump out and like meet it halfway, you just got to take the step.
I think that's the one.
God opens the path for you.
It's the one thing that I've always grown up scared of, and I don't know if it's our parents that scared us living in Florida. I mean, we are the lightning capital of the world, the country,
maybe. Yeah, I think I've heard
for
this.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't like to mess with lightning, especially being outside on the beach.
I know. You remember growing up and they'd always tell us to get out of the pool?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, but see, also we grew up and we lived on the golf course, and that's was like the highest points. I mean, there's golf courses now that have lightning alarms. I mean, the
I didn't know this. Wait, I thought you're more likely. Why do they panic about water though? I thought the lightning hits out. No?
Because it's a electric conductor.
Oh, I told you I met somebody who got struck by lightning.
That might be a fact. The water is
an electric conductor. That sounds right. That sounds
I think
right.
that's why we had to get out of the pool.
Jody was smart when we were young. Jody was smart. I think
the key word is
was. No, but you were like school smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I was never
Days, girl.
I was never school smart.
Yeah. That's why I hold my daughter to such a high standard.
That's so sweet. I did so. I think I was like a B student, you know? I wasn't. I think I told you this, but like I was in honors classes and then I dropped them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, for what? Why should I try hard?
I know. Yeah. Because what I learned, too, about being in honors classes when I got to college, it was all the kids from all the other classes that were in all of my college classes. I'm like, why did I bust my ass in honors classes?
It didn't matter. Yeah. I do remember this about you, though. Weren't you in the Gifted and Talented program, GATE?
I was in Gifted.
Yeah.
But
I got tested for it. I think it's a CIA feeder school.
Yeah. No, see, I think
Gifted is a CIA feeder.
With Gifted, for me, I think it was because I was a distraction in the class.
Oh, they wanted you out?
I needed more work because I would get all of my work done really fast.
Yeah.
And they're like, Jody is a disruption to the rest of the class.
Got you out.
So they're like, oh, she needs to go into another class with more work, more challenging.
So both Angie and I tested for Gifted and we did not get accepted.
I would love to know what that test is now.
I do too. And not to shit on you, but I think...
It's fair.
But I think that you have to be a little more suggestible or willing to go along with things with Gifted. You are smart, but they don't want anybody who's...
They preface it. You are smart.
You are very smart, but they don't want people who are defectors.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I think defecting is in our blood.
I was a sheep. Just following the line in school.
And look who's a flat earther now.
I know. They couldn't get me. They got me all the way through school.
Oh my God. I didn't think I was going to mention War Mode on another podcast, but I was listening to them on Warm Ones. And the interviewer goes to them, besides a globe, they're like, what other propaganda can you put like into a child's room or something? And I was like, oh my God, the globe is propaganda because the earth is flat.
That's great. I know. Ever since we talked about NASA and those astronauts, man, that's been on my algorithm.
I know. Wait, can you tell me what you did in Gifted? What was Gifted for? What did you guys do?
It was like another subject. Like we would study oceanography, we studied astrology. So it was stuff that wasn't like being taught in the regular classes, or if it was just, a brief chapter.
Okay.
But we would do like an entire semester on astrology, an entire semester.
And yet here you are that space isn't real.
I know.
My goodness, you've come a long way.
It wasn't though space though. It was like truly astrology, like the planets.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like stars and stuff like that. Yeah, it wasn't really like NASA stuff. But I liked the oceanography, clearly, because I still love me some dolphins.
Yeah.
But that's what I was really into, was oceanography, and so much that we don't know about.
Do you know, the thing about astrology is I know a lot of people shit on it because they think it's like just pretend and la 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 when people are like, oh, I'm a this, what's your sign or something, but it's a lot more than that. And I had been talking to a guy or whatever and told him I was into astrology, and he kind of like poo-pooed it, and I was like, never going to talk to you again.
Yeah.
And I did never talk to him again afterwards because I was like, he shit on it. And then I found myself defending. I was like, well, actually, do you know that I was like, world leaders like Ronald Reagan have consulted astrologists for forever.
Astrology is the one that I haven't really gotten into because, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It was one of the school newspapers that I wrote for. We just made them up.
How dare you?
We didn't because the internet didn't exist.
You had to make them up.
We just had to make them up. I mean, sometimes we got the ones out of the newspaper, or if we got them out of like a Cosmo magazine and stuff like that. But otherwise, we just made them up.
I think that's what's happening on the Pattern app. I think the Pattern app is now AI stuff. And AI can do anything.
Yeah.
AI can do so much. The Bill Gates says that humans are unnecessary.
We're going to be useless.
Useless, yeah. But you can't say it because strike on the talk.
Yeah, we'll see if this one comes out.
I know, we're being buried. That's another thing too, by the way, is I've had how many people, my brother's friends who also watch, are like, we don't get updates. They don't get a little notification that this episode has been uploaded.
I'm just going to keep doing shorts.
No, the shorts got us in TikTok jail too.
Just keep doing.
What is happening here? We're gonna have to move to Rumble.
Shout out to our listener of the week, by the way.
Oh, Lily.
Lily, my daughter's friend. Lily, what's up, girl?
Yeah, Lily.
Love it that a high schooler
is listening to
listening to the pod.
I know. I ran the demographics again. It's not what you think.
Yeah.
It's just not what you think.
Yeah, that's all right though.
Yeah,
we're learning, we're growing, slow build. It's a slow build.
That's it.
We're just talking.
We're just,
The fact that people want to listen to us just shoot the shit and just crack up at each other's
literally, I'm so grateful. And you know what's so fun when people like follow up after it's out? It's so sweet, the people who follow up and they're like, hey, whatever, like a weighted vest or, you know.
I know.
I love it.
I thought for sure it would have gotten trolled some more on the internet.
Or like, where's
something.
your beach yoga at? I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But speaking of high schoolers, I don't know how much time we got left, but
be good, girl. Tell me a story.
You know, it's great being around my daughter. My daughter is
high school age.
Yeah, 17, junior in high school. I love how quickly they check us on like what's cool.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, snapshots of her actually liking me, wanting to hang out.
Oh, yeah. What'd you get?
You know,
you got a little
today,
positive. Oh.
No, today she's like.
Oh, that we sent her out as our DoorDashers last
Game
Instacarter?
changer. Anybody that has young kids, when your kid gets to the age where they can drive.
Run an errand for you.
The best.
Yeah, I gave her the money instead of the DoorDasher.
Yeah.
Sure, did I pay her triple what I paid a DoorDasher? Absolutely. But I'd rather have it go to a real life human being that I love.
Yeah. So I thought it was like super cool that she bought a digital camera.
Oh, yeah. Digital cameras are back.
How freaking cool. All of her friends have digital cameras.
The kids
and
are
everything.
into it. You look so much better in a digital camera.
Yeah, I remember. Those were the shit.
Yeah. Tan cam.
And now she's
a digital camera gal.
A digital camera gal. How everything has come back.
They are. You know what else I think was really funny? When she was describing somebody to me this morning, she called him a spaz. And I was like, oh, spaz is back.
Yeah. So great.
She's like, she spazzes.
Yeah. So that was it. That was just my story of nostalgia.
It's so cute. If we would have had digital cameras.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We had disposable cameras.
And we thought those were
so cool.
So cool.
Yeah. Dropping them off at Eckerd.
I know. And then you patiently wait, or you'd pay for the hour
for the hour. Yeah, you had to pay extra.
Yeah.
For the hour processing.
Time is money.
Yes.
Time is money. As I realized as we were trying to get these SD cards shipped all the way up here.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. What did we ever do before DoorDash, Instacart, order from our phone?
I know, but honestly, when I come up to Pasco, literally I'm spending the night up here tonight. Yeah. I'm like, I packed a light lunch. I'm here. I'm spending the night. I'm teaching another class tomorrow morning. That's it. And then I'll go back down to Pinellas.
Yeah.
But when you cross counties,
I know.
You need a little passport and a snack.
Another thing that we are focused on in our 40s, man, traffic.
Oh,
traffic.
I know. I hate talking about traffic, but it's so true.
So true.
It's so true.
Like, oh God, you live so far.
The traffic.
It's just Dunedin, but
it's so far. The traffic is so bad.
Yeah.
I know.
That's why it's a game changer, sending her to run that errand for us to go 2 miles down the road to Walmart.
Yeah. I had always joked about this, that if I just like adopted a kid, they could also be, this is terrible to say, never mind. That they could, you know what I'm saying? That they would also just be an assistant, do you know? But in like a great way, that you would also like shadow them, you know, and
you nurture them and
love them. Yeah, you nurture them and love them too. But also they would like
listen. I joked about it all the time. I'm like, I cannot wait for my kids to drive so they can go and get me a gallon of milk or go run this errand for me.
Yeah, and in turn, I will teach you the wisdom and knowledge, my skills.
Yeah,
my skill set.
We're gonna show her how to use that digital camera.
Yeah, she's gonna learn.
Pros.
She's gonna learn. You got to do a MySpace angle, you know, up high.
Oh yeah,
that's the first things first with that camera.
Yeah, because. I haven't looked at the camera. I don't know if it's got like the zoom out, the fisheye lens that all the phones have now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Angie and I had one. We used to call it Tan Cam. It just gave you a natural, you know how there's all these filters now. It just naturally made you look beautiful.
Yeah.
Your eyes popped, your lips popped, your skin looked good.
Yeah, my skin looked good too.
Right?
I do remember that. I was like, oh yeah, everything looked good.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, if we get sponsors, we're going to get a better camera, and you are going to get to see these.
Oh, just you wait.
Just you wait and see. You're going to see this in so much detail that you never wanted to see.
The #1 podcast in Tampa Bay is going to get upgraded.
Thank you. My dream is that somebody's going to watch this and be like, let me help you. That someone like out of the goodness of their heart is going to watch this and be like, you could be so much better than this.
No, I love all the critics. I love the feedback and the critics.
Thank you. I do too. I do too.
Come help us.
Come help us. Guys, tell us what's up.
Listen, maybe we are showing our age, but the whole video editing is just insane.
I know.
The whole process is insane.
I know. This is all too much. This is like insider stuff that nobody wants to hear. But I heard that we shouldn't be using what we're using, that we should be using Adobe Premiere, whatever. And wouldn't you know, your girl didn't pay attention in college.
Yeah.
I learned none of this stuff.
This didn't exist.
Okay.
The internet
Calm down. Calm down, aging
off.
yourself. Calm down.
The internet was just popping off.
I know.
With dial-up.
I know. Yeah, you know, because you have a kid, we've said this before, but you really have a demarcation of time.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a time marker.
It is.
For me, all the years just kind of blend into one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We talk about how it was so nice just growing up without...
Oh, it was the best.
All of this.
It was the best. Oh my gosh. Speaking of, I told you Crystal got a man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a guy she went to high school with in Japan.
That's so awesome.
It's the best.
I'm so happy.
He's so sprung on her. Understandably so. She's such a dope. I'm going to talk to her about it. I told her, I was like, do you want to talk about this on camera?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about this on film? We can talk about what it's like to date over 40.
Yeah.
You know, find true love in your 40s.
Good for her.
Dude, the best thing ever.
Yeah.
They're a really good match.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. But
yeah.
You're my match and I love you.
Oh, thank you.
Knock
love you
mics.
too. Yes.
Bye. God bless you.
Bye.